I saw that opportunity. I didn't need to be pitched. I didn't need to be sold. I just said, hey, let's go, let's grow. Business is absolutely phenomenal because there's so many different ways to make money. I mean, real estate in the USA is half of its GDP is real estate. Further down the journey where you want to be and work at your craft every single day, positive energy, positive mindset, and follow a plan, you will be successful.
There's somebody that I've been watching closing a ton of deals. We prospect together every day. The guy knows everything there is to know about real estate. I ask him for help all the time. And I want to bring him on, Mr. David Allen Knight.
Much appreciation to you, Coach Jay Nelson. You are. I've been watching you, and we met years ago, and we were both new to listing property back then.
Yes, we were.
And
back then, to me, you were Boston Dave, the singer, because you were. I know you were in a band, right?
Yeah, I was Boston Dave, entertainer, rock and roll tribute artist, investor, property management company owner, entrepreneur, looking to grow my horizons and become a listing agent, because they say you got to list to last. And met you at a Mike Ferry superstar retreat in Las Vegas.
Were you brand new? Because I felt like you were already doing business.
I was doing business. I was new to listing homes. Totally different skill set versus, being a cutthroat investor and owning property and managing property. So it's totally different set of skills that I needed to learn to master. A new stage to conquer.
Indeed. Yeah, I remember meeting you there with my good friend Jillian. And we were picking your brain because you really knew a lot about real estate, and we couldn't believe that, you were learning a new skill, which is refreshing, right? Because a lot of people, when they learn one thing, they feel like they know everything. And you are always a student. You're always looking for something new to learn.
Correct. Greatest that I've learned. Talk to me.
Yeah. So the reason why I wanted you to come on today is you did something pretty exciting. And I wanted everyone to share, learn more about what that is. So Dave, we reconnected, I guess, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I mean, I've been on your podcast and we've stayed friends for years, but you were at LPT.
I was.
And you recently made a decision to do something different.
Correct.
Do you care to share?
Yeah. So, God works in mysterious ways. And when he wants you to go through the door, often we have blinders on and we don't do it. And more than a leap of faith, I just knew that this was the right opportunity for me to align myself with other like-minded people who really treat their business as a business, who really understand that sharpening the tools in the toolbox needs to be done on a daily basis. Understanding that people need to see 3, 5, 10 years down the road in their business and in their life, and make adjustments and make corrections, and more importantly, look in the mirror and say, you know what? I can do better in life. I can provide better for my family. I can provide better for my clients. And that's what the Elite Builders provides to agents like you, myself, and countless thousands of others that are potentially waiting to become part of our group. And I saw that opportunity. I didn't need to be pitched. I didn't need to be sold. I just said, hey, let's go, let's grow. Let's do it.
I loved it. So both you and Perry were there. You know Perry, right?
Tell me more.
Perry, what are you looking to accomplish in your career? They're a little bit hesitant, right? They're a little bit like, well, I don't know. I need to talk to my spouse. I need to think about my, my budget this year. I need to talk to my coach. Both of you were like, came up to me and you're like, yeah, I'm good. Yep, I'm good. So talk to me about what made you decide or what made you feel that way, that you were like, hey, this is good for me.
You've grown tremendously over the years, and I've followed you. I mean, it's not like we've had regular communications, what have you, on the phone, what have you, but I've just followed you on Facebook, Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just so impressed with the challenges that you faced as a single mom, two teenage girls, spending and devoting time with them. They're actually your number one, and that just reflects in your motivation in your business. But more importantly, transforming. I'm moving from New Jersey to a brand new market, and taking that brand new market on, and then encouraging others to be mentored by you and seeing them grow too. I'm just happy for you.
It's an honor and a pleasure to have you recognize that, especially someone of your caliber, because I feel like we've built at the same time and in many of the same ways. And those are the people that you want to be in business with, people who have the same mindsets and the same ethics and principles,
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the skills that you bring and what you're excited to start doing.
You got about an hour?
Take as long as you want to.
Well, Coach, there's many things that I feel that I bring to the group. Starting with a simple text that I saw on the group text the other night. One of the gals needed coaching in regards to how to do a seller financing deal. I've done many of them over the years. It was at 8:30 at night, my time. And I said, if this is important, you need to call me now. And so she called me. I diagnosed the issue, the problem, the situation. I said, we need to get your client on the phone now. She got her client on the phone, pre-qualified him, asking several questions to see whether or not I can assist him with the deal and see whether or not the deal is doable for him, and coach them to how to put options together, how to put an offer together to make the seller want to do what they truly want to do, which is a seller financing deal. So all parties eventually will win once that paperwork is signed, and I'm looking forward to assisting her with any way, and the buyer in any way, and just one of the many things that I bring to the group, other than hey, I can command the stage and do a 90-minute rock and roll show flawlessly. I can sing all the Backstreet Boys, all the New Kids shows. I can talk about my boy band days, the whole 9 yards. But more importantly, I've been in this business since 2005, been an entrepreneur since I was in high school. And I just see many good things coming with this group and with what EXP has to offer for the long-term stock, revenue share, all of that. I'm just excited as always. And I'm just happy to be a partner with you, Coach Jay Nelson.
I'm excited to be your partner too. So I want to make sure everyone really understood what you just said. We have a group chat with all the realtors in our group, right? And a gal put out on the group chat, a newer gal, that she needed some help with seller financing. Now, David's not asking for a referral fee. Nope. David's not saying, give me the deal. He said, sure, I'm happy to help you.
I get my commission in heaven.
But this is when people talk about collaboration, they're usually describing like co-listing properties or something that's like a financial benefit to them.
Right.
And what you're demonstrating is collaboration in like paying one forward, that you never know who's going to bless you. And you're just doing the right thing because it's who you are.
Right.
And this is the type of culture that Dave and I are really keen to continue creating, is a group of people who actually help each other, because maybe he knows how to do seller financing and Dave knows how to do most things actually, but let me use somebody else. Maybe one person is great at for sale by owners and they can get a for sale by owner listed super quick.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't know how to do wholesaling or seller financing. There's somebody in our group who's always willing to help someone else. And it's been beautiful to see the culture evolve, because it attracts people like Dave and it detracts people who are like, no, what's in it for me? Where's my cut?
Right.
And it's just been really beautiful thing to see that we've been growing together. Tell me about who you would like to help. If someone's watching right now and looking for maybe a new group that would better suit them,
Right.
what would you be looking for in a partner that you'd want to partner with?
That's a great question. Someone who may have high goals, big ambitions, but just doesn't have the knowledge, the specialized knowledge to do so. All professional athletes are gifted in many, many ways. However, they work on their craft every single day for hours. I mean, just think a pro football player will practice, 3 hours on the field and 3 hours in the gym every single day for a 1 hour football game on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're looking for people who A, want to grow their bottom line, B, want to do best for their family, themselves, and the community, and give back and get their commission in heaven, shall we say. So to sum it up, I'm just looking for go-getters who may have rough edges. I have rough edges. I'm from Dorchester, Massachusetts. It's one of the toughest towns in New England. I'm proud to say it. And I'm supposed to be a firefighter or a policeman or some union contractor working in a union back home and hanging out in a bar. That's okay, but that's just not me.
Right. So we're looking for hardworking, ambitious people who just need a little bit of help.
Exactly. Even if they do talk funny like me.
So we have this prospecting room, y'all, and it's getting great because we have Dave's Boston accent, my New Jersey accent. We have a lot of Texan accents. Now we have Perry, and he has like a Midwestern Milwaukee accent.
That's cool.
All of us just talk funny, all of us.
Right. And can I give an example? This morning, I'm listening to the conversations. I always give compliments, and I will give out some advice. Andrew, who is on fire,
Andrew's awesome.
working the program. I was listening to his conversation, and the seller was frustrated because realtors have let him down. Oh, we hear that every single day talking to expires and cancels, don't we, Coach?
We sure do.
And I heard that, yeah, we have a buyer and it's under contract. And Andrew accepted the fact that he told him that there was a buyer and is under contract. And then I said, did you ask a further question? What do you mean? Did you ask if there was an earnest money deposit, and was the deposit in escrow at a title company? He goes, I didn't know I was supposed to. Get on the phone right now and ask those questions. Keep asking questions. What did he find out, Coach?
I heard him. He was so excited you helped him. He said that worked. There was no earnest money. And the wife and husband, I guess they started arguing.
Yes. Yes. So the property's not under contract. Here's another way that we help people, because we understand that we need to keep asking questions, not because we're nosy, it's because we are professionals.
And we can actually help people by asking the right questions, which it seemed like a light bulb went off for Andrew, because he's very kind to people. And I think sometimes he doesn't want to, Southerners, sometimes we don't want to offend people by asking too many questions. But I noticed that when you told him to ask that, he realized, oh, I am doing something to help them.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't rude. This isn't me being pushy. No. This is me actually finding a problem that I can help them solve. Correct. And it was like a light bulb went off for him when you gave him that, that advice.
Mm-hmm.
So you're helping agents, and what are your goals, your personal goals?
Oh, wow. Finish my beach house, which is almost done. Sell my current residence.
And your beach house is in the shark capital of the United States, right?
Shark capital of the world, New Smyrna Beach. Yes.
Wait, so let me ask you, can you not go in the water, or are you going anyway?
Oh, I love the water. I go in all the time. I love it.
So who do the sharks attack?
Sharks don't attack anyone. It's all just a myth. People have been watching Jaws too many times.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Right. But it is, quote unquote, the shark capital of the world, just because a river flows out into the ocean there and sharks
There's a
hang
lot
out.
of stuff for them
A lot
to
of
eat, I
food, a lot
guess.
of protein hanging out in that water. So yeah, finish my beach house, sell my current residence, which has doubled in value. Thank you, which I picked up on a lease option back in 2015 for a low price.
So talk to people about that real fast. I
Sure.
want to hear more of your goals, but I have been watching you do this as we're making calls.
Okay.
And I've heard you say to other agent, yes, ma'am, Jamila, they are recorded. They're on my YouTube channel. I've seen you help coach other agents like, hey, why are you giving that to an investor? Why don't you buy it yourself? Can you
Yes.
share a little bit
Yeah.
more?
I see a post on Facebook the other day from another agent that sells a lot of homes like us and has also been trained by the same organization, Mike Ferry organization. And he's listing a duplex. I'm like, bro, why don't you buy it? Why didn't you do the deal? Why are you looking for a $10,000 commission when you can acquire an asset and lower your tax liability, et cetera, et cetera? Think like an investor, think like a business person versus have those realtor blinders on. So,
So how does that happen? So for
the
like,
deal.
yes, talk to me,
Okay.
talk to us like we're dumb
Okay.
dumb.
So many of us may have started with a brokerage called Keller Williams, and Keller Williams has Bold, which is Mike Ferry Training Light, and they have the Bold 100, where you have to go do 100 contacts in a day. So what did I decided to do? My motivation that day was one, I was going to find a home in that neighborhood because my ex-wife and my kids lived in this Winter Park neighborhood, and I was hell bent to own a Winter Park pool home. So on that day, I dressed the part and I went door knocking. And you're a door knocking expert, and you know it works. I went
Yes.
up and down and around the corner, knocking on every door, but I was just looking for the one property. I was looking for a property that needed work. And that's what I look for. I look for beat up properties. I look for vacant properties. And I came across this property, and of course, it was all overgrown. It had a stake in the front yard with a notice from the city. I said, ah. So peeked through the windows, empty, went around the back. Pool was filled with 1,000 frogs. It was green. It was nasty, all overgrown. I was like, this is perfect. I love this. Stuck my card in the doorway, put a door hanger. We buy houses. Skip traced the owners, called them up, and they're like, we just got you. We're at the house. We just got your card. I said, fantastic. Yeah. I said, I'd love to meet with you folks. That's if you folks are entertaining offers to sell the home. They go, how did you know? We were about to call you. Made the appointment. Within 2 weeks, had the contract signed with an option to purchase, because at that time, I had foreclosures from previous 2008, 9, 10 properties I had to give back. I couldn't get a loan. So I got the property under contract. I got the asset under contract with a lease with an option to purchase. So I got the property under contract. I moved in. The kids lived around the corner. Oh my God, daddy's in the neighborhood now. And within 2 years, I had the kids living with me, and the ex moved somewhere else. Win-win. And then I closed on the property, and it's doubled in value. It's one of the best pool homes in the neighborhood, and Winter Park is nothing to sneeze at, ladies and gentlemen. And so my time is done on that property. I'm going to cash out, and I'm going to take that money, invest it somewhere else, most likely starting a private lending business. And something else, it's all this money that we're making. We need to reinvest it. Our money needs to grow. And
Yes.
again, most agents have short-term itis. Well, I got to survive. I got to pay the bills.
Yes.
Well, let's not think that way. Let's think as business people. The real estate business is absolutely phenomenal because there's so many different ways to make money. I mean, real estate in the USA is half of its GDP is real estate. Come on, there's so many different ways to make money in this business.
I love that you bring this up because you're a person who always looks for solutions. I've watched you do this several times. You're like, okay, well, the property won't work for this. Let's find another solution. You're always looking for one. And a lot of people have the tendency that if something doesn't fit their box, it's worthless to them, or they can't be bothered with it.
They pass.
So that's a great quality that is likely served you really well throughout your life.
Right.
So I interrupted you to ask you about the deal, but tell us more about your goals.
Okay, my goals. Well, this year I'm going to do 56 goals. 8 will be buyer control. By the way, I just got another buyer contract signed today.
56 deals, not goals, right? You said 56 goals.
Deals. Yeah.
Deals.
My income. 56 deals. Yes, exactly. I'll do over $500,000 in commissions.
And you're going to finish your beach house.
I'll finish my beach house. You're invited. Bring the kids.
Can't wait.
But more importantly, looking to grow this organization, I see at least adding 15 people to my organization, and that's just a start. But more importantly, giving to the organization whenever I'm called upon. And I see myself, and I've rocked many stages, many nights. We're talking House of Blues, et cetera, et cetera. Those types of venues, I see myself on stage at versus doing rock and roll, doing real estate, presenting how to present this way, or how to get this deal done, or how to find a deal, how to continuously bring in new business by doing one thing, that's doing an outbound and calling sessions every morning, which is very important. So that's where I see myself going with this organization, and just growing the business and growing myself and growing my skill set. And that's what attracted me to the Elite Builders.
Love it. And you're going to be an amazing speaker. A few things that I learned going through speaking training is there's no stage.
By the way, I butchered the English language.
It's funny because most great speakers don't speak proper English. They just motivate people, right? And that's what people want to listen to. So don't worry about speaking proper English or being grammatically correct. But what I was thinking about for you when you were talking is, I remember Pete Vargas and Pat Quinn, they shared with us that a lot of times when people start speaking, they want to speak at GrowthCon or speak at the Aspire, right? Huge, big stages.
Yeah.
And they said not to ignore your local stages and smaller stages, and never to feel like a stage is too small for you when you're getting started. And one thing I learned from them is they said, call your local chapters. So, anyone who's watching this, if you're like Dave and you're like, I'm a great speaker, people need to hear my voice. A wonderful place for you guys to start is like your local chapter. So I think you mentioned ARIA, right? The investors group that you're a part of.
I'm a member of CFRI, which is the Central Florida Realty Investors. And that's where I got my education in regards to how to do non-traditional real estate deals. And I seeked out a mentor, and I went through a year-long course, paid good money. However, this mentor truly instilled in me that to think outside the box will not only solve many problems, but will solve many financial problems, more importantly.
So it sounds like they've added a lot to you. A great way to add to them is ask them, hey, if you ever need a speaker to help you, these are the things that I'm an expert in, and I'd love to give back to your community. The script that Pete and Pat gave us for getting on stages, and I'm happy to share this with everyone.
Let's do it.
You take a video of like a selfie video, because they want it to be very real, very natural. Hey, Claudia, I saw that you're doing a real estate event in New Jersey for female realtors. And I know that a lot of real estate agents right now are struggling with how to do more deals. And it's been kind of a down market for a lot of people. So I have this program that helps agents to do 50 deals their first year in business. If you think that that's something that would be helpful or beneficial to your audience, I'm more than happy to speak. I don't want a fee, and I can guarantee at least 10 guests to support your event. If I can help you in any other way, let's talk, and I'll be waiting on your call. Boom.
That's awesome.
So the first thing you want to do is talk about what they're doing, their audience, and like what they're doing that's great. So, hey, notice you're getting women together. Notice you're getting investors together. It's amazing what you're doing for them. Whatever's true. Then you're going to share what you can do to help them, because no one gives a right. No one cares about like what you want. They care about what they want. True. So what can you do to help their audience? And then what can you do to help them? All meeting planners are having the same problem. They need better attendance. If you have 100 people at your event, you want 300. If you have 500 at your event, you want 1,000. That's just how meeting planners are. So if you can guarantee them butts and seats or tickets sold, they are 9 times out of 10. If you send them that message, going to be so happy to hear from you. They will give you an opportunity.
Right.
So I hope that's helpful to anyone.
Let's go.
Hey, Erica. Yeah. I mean, listen, you have so much to offer, and agents can really take a lot from your experience and also your energy. You're very kind and very giving. That I think if you've been watching David and you're like, hey, I want to reach out to him, he's always going to be kind and happy to hear from you.
As long as you're taking the information and are ready to act on it.
Yeah. No lazy people who don't want to make cold calls.
No.
No, let's not be mean. Listen, everyone has their own way of getting leads nowadays. If you're great at social media, do your thing. I mean, some people are doing really well from social media. So what other thoughts do you have to leave us with, Dave?
Coach Jay Nelson, last thoughts. You are who you associate yourself with. You are the people you surround yourself with. So surround yourself with people further down the journey where you want to be, and work at your craft every single day, and be coachable and be open to taking criticism, and just get up out of bed early every morning with positive energy, positive mindset, and follow a plan. You will be successful. That's what I'd like to end things with.
Well, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to spend more time with David Allen Knight, Boston Dave, you can follow him. What is your Instagram handle?
Right there, David Allen Knight. Changed it yesterday.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
No more Boston Dave.
So if you guys want to hang out with us, we prospect every morning, Monday through Friday. We're broker agnostic. You do not have to join EXP. All we ask is that you're doing deals and having fun. So reach out to either David or myself, and we'd love to help you do more deals.
Let's go. Let's grow.
Let's go. Let's go.